Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Cheetah versus African wild dog. Who would win in a fight? The African wild dog, also known as African painted dog or cap hunting dog, is a wild canine native to sub-Saharan Africa. They are highly social and cooperative hunters. They rely on teamwork, stamina, and strategic hunting techniques to take down their prey. The African wild dog has become one of the most critically endangered species in Africa. Cheetahs are the fastest land animals that known for their incredible speed, acceleration, and agility. They are built for short bursts of speed to chase down and capture their prey. While they have powerful jaws and sharp claws, their slender physique and lightweight structures make them less formidable in direct confrontation with larger or more robust predator. Range and habitat. African wild dogs are found mainly in desert, open plains and arid savanna of sub-Saharan Africa, where the range of the African wild dog has decreased rapidly. They can also be found in woodland, scrublands and mountainous habitats if there is prey available. Now, most African wild dog populations are primarily restricted to National Park of Botswana, Zimbabwe, Namibia, Zambia, Mozambique and Tanzania. Cheetahs inhabit a broad section of Africa, including areas of North Africa, the Sahel, Eastern and Southern Africa. Over the past 50 years, cheetahs have become extinct in at least 13 countries, and they are most prevalent in Kenya and Tanzania in East Africa, and Namibia and Botswana in Southern Africa. But small population of cheetahs can be found in North Africa and Iran. The cheetah was declared extinct from India in 1952, but recently some cheetahs have been released in Kuno National Park to revitalize the cheetah population in India. Size and weight. An average adult male cheetah weighs between 34 to 64 kilograms, but large males can weigh up to 72 kilograms. Their body length ranging from 3.7 to 4.6 feet and about 2.5 feet tall at the shoulder. On the other hand, the African wild dog is a medium-sized carnivore, with males typically weigh between 25 to 32 kilograms. They have a body length of about 3.7 feet from head to tail, and they stand around 2.4 feet tall at the shoulder. That means cheetahs are generally larger and heavier than African wild dogs. Agility and stamina. African wild dogs are less agile, but they have more stamina. They can run long distances without getting tired. Cheetahs, on the other hand, are much more agile than dogs but have less stamina. Bite force. A cheetah's bite force is around 400 to 500 psi. On the other hand, the bite force of the African wild dog is about 317 psi. Speed. Everyone knows that the cheetah is the ultimate king of speed. This incredible cat can accelerate its speed from 0 to 120 km per hour within a few seconds. On the other hand, the wild dog is much slower than the cheetah. An African wild dog can reach the top speed of around 72 km per hour, but they can maintain that speed over long distances. Weapons. Adult cheetahs have 30 teeth and their canines are shorter and less robust compared to African wild dogs. Their claws are semi-retractable and are less curved. On the other hand, the African wild dog has only 4 toes and 40 canine teeth, and their non-retractable claws are sharper and more curved. Hunting strategies. These two predators have different hunting strategies. Cheetahs primarily rely on their speed and acceleration to catch their prey. On the other hand, African wild dogs' hunting strategy involves pursuing their prey over long distances, relying on teamwork, stamina, and endurance rather than sheer speed. African wild dogs have a success rate of around 80% when hunting, which is higher than other predators like lions and leopards. Fight. So now it's time to determine who would win in a head-to-head combat between a cheetah and an African wild dog. Friends, it is difficult to determine an exact winner as the outcome would depend on various factors such as size, health, environment, and individual hunting skills. Ultimately, it's important to remember that nature is complex and the outcome of such encounter can vary. Survival in the wild depends on multiple factors including hunting strategies, physical condition, and adaptability to different environments. But according to experts, if a confrontation were to occur between a cheetah and an African wild dog, it's possible that the cheetah's speed, agility, and heavy weight would give it an advantage in the initial stages of the encounter. However, if the wild dog pack managed to corner or overwhelm the cheetah with their cooperative hunting tactics and numerical advantage, they could potentially overpower the cheetah. The African wild dog can only win when the whole pack fight against a single cheetah. But in case of 1 versus 1 battle, this fight will definitely go in favor of the ultimate king of speed, the cheetah. So finally, it is concluded that the African cheetah has more than 80% chances to win this fight against African wild dog. Thanks for watching and don't forget to like and share.